everyone, welcome back to my channel, Side Hustle Seattle. So I actually want to give you a big update, and that is I actually did my first signing last week. So it has been a long time coming. I've been trying to do a signing for so long, and I finally did one last week. However, it was mobile. So to kind of, if you're new to the channel, I'll give you a little bit of I'll catch you up real quick. So first things first, I've been on this journey for maybe about 4 months. It feels like it's been a long time of trying to do just remote online notary work. So solely remote online notary work, no mobile work, and that is just because I don't have a vehicle. Now, a lot of you have reached out in different ways to get a vehicle. So just to kind of clarify, I don't have a vehicle because I just don't need one. I live downtown Seattle. I work downtown Seattle. It just doesn't make sense to have a vehicle. And so when I moved to Seattle 6 years ago, I sold my car. I haven't had one since. And so that is why I don't have a car. But I did tell myself that if there was a mobile signing that was close enough and convenient enough, I would take it, right? If I can get there easy enough via bus, or I can walk there, or however I would get there, I would go ahead and I would take it. And so that is actually what happened last week. So it was like Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, and I get a text or like a ping from SnapDocs, which I get a bunch of them throughout the week, but most of the time, they're not at a time that's available for me. They're during work, they're just like, it's just not convenient. And so this one was actually for Saturday at 10 a.m. And it's like the first weekend notification I feel like I've ever gotten, or the first notification I've ever gotten for signing on a weekend. And I don't know if that's just how it goes. I don't know if people don't typically do weekend signings because offices are closed or what, but I feel like I've never seen one for the weekend otherwise. So it was, I got it on Thursday. It was for a signing on 10 a.m. on the weekend. I was like, oh, that's perfect. And so I go into SnapDocs and I look at it because I wanted to see, what kind of signing it was. And it said it was a single writing, which I'd never heard about. I felt like I didn't learn about that in any of my trainings or any of my classes. It was for $60, which is a little bit low, but you know what? I was like, it's my first one. Let me just go for it. So I marked, yes, I'm available. Now, just because you mark that you're available doesn't mean you're going to get it. And so I marked that I'm available. A couple of hours pass, and then all of a sudden I get a text message saying that I have been assigned the signing. And I was I was like freaking out. I was so nervous, but I went into the thing, and they had uploaded the documents pretty much right away, and it was only 6 pages. And so it was like the best case scenario I could have ever gotten. It was only 6 pages. It was only 4 of those 6 pages needed a signature. And of those 4 pages, only 2 of them needed a notarization. And it was like an acknowledgement. So super easy, super straightforward. So I went, I printed everything out. Everything only had to be on letter size paper. So I didn't even have to mess with the legal size paper, which was great. Because I got it on Thursday, but it wasn't until Saturday, I had all Friday to prep, which is good because I haven't taken like the general notary course and the loan signing system course and any other signing agent course in like a month at that point. And so I felt like I really needed to kind of like brush back up and just remember everything that I've learned. So I really needed that extra day. So I'm reading through the doc, making sure I understand it. I'm taking the courses, making sure I feel really confident doing the actual notarization. And there was only one document or one page in that 6-page document that I had some questions on. And it was like a payoff demand statement. And it's pretty clear that at the top of it, it needs to be filled out. But I wasn't sure what the signer needed to put there. So I called the title office. I'm like, hey, thank you for the signing. I do have one question about this document. Is the signer expected to fill this out? Do I need to walk them through it? Or, will they know what to put? And she was like, no, he already knows what he's supposed to put. He knows the exact amounts he's supposed to put. He's already been taught or walked through that. I was like, okay, perfect. I was like, thank you for the signing. I will, once I'm done with it, I will scan it back and then ship those immediately. We said our goodbyes. So where the signing is, it was about, if it was by car, it would have been maybe like 25 minutes. But because I took a bus there, it was like an hour-ish. So it was maybe like a 35-minute bus ride and then another 25 minutes of walking. I'm a fast walker, so it took like 15 minutes to walk. And so I get to the signer's house. Super sweet guy. He's actually from the same area I grew up in Southern California. And so we were talking, all of that. We start the signing. The very first page is the page that he needed to like fill out, the one that I had called the lady about. And I was like, oh, such and such already said that you had been walked through this and you're aware of what you need to put. He's like, no, she didn't. She didn't walk me through it. I was like, oh, okay. Let's just go ahead and give her a call. And so I call, but it's Saturday. And so the office is closed, and so nobody is answering. I was like, you can go ahead and fill it out just to the best of your abilities. It's like, okay, I think I know what I should be putting there. So I was like, okay. And so he goes and he fills out what he thinks he should be putting there. He had some numbers and some figures, and he had a general idea. He just wasn't 100% sure. And of course, I wasn't sure either, because I had never seen the statement. And I had looked up the document, I Googled the document, I looked it up in different forums, and I couldn't find this specific document anywhere. And so he just filled out to the best of his ability. We finished the rest of the signing. And when we were done, I had messaged back in SnapDocs to the person who gave him the signing, be like, hey, we finished it. He was uncertain in these areas, but I'll go ahead and scan it and then mail it back. And then let me know if there's any issues, I can always go back. And so I was like holding my breath, because I really wanted to make a great first impression. I wanted to do well. And so we finished the signing. It was all of 15 minutes, because it was only a handful of pages. I get back home, I scan them back, I mail them back, no problems. Monday comes and I follow up, because I wanted to make sure, if it wasn't right, of course I would go back and I would get it corrected. But she said, no, what you have is fine. So I was like, oh, Jesus, thank you. And so I finished that out. And overall, it ended up being okay. Now, I will say I learned a lot about myself in just that one signing. And one thing I do know is I'm definitely not confident in my ability to do loan signings yet, to the point where I know that I need at least a day between getting the signing and doing the signing to feel really confident, right? I can't just get something 2 hours before and feel confident prepping the document or looking through the document or being able to ask the questions I need right up front. I think I'll get there. I'm just definitely not there yet. So I can't see myself taking another mobile signing that's not at least a day out, to give myself kind of that time to ask questions and call the NNA if I have any questions about anything. So that's for sure. Another one is I definitely need some more business casual clothes, because I had only one go-to outfit that I could do, because I don't wear business casual ever. My job is so casual. I wear jeans to work every day. And so I just haven't had to dress like that in a very, very long time. So if I do plan to continue to take some mobile stuff, which I think I will, I think I'm going to try to at least do one a week. Then I need a couple more outfits. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm just glad I got it out the way. I feel like I really needed to get that one out of the way. So yeah, I'm looking forward to more for sure. Hopefully I can get some remote ones, because that's obviously the ideal situation. But in the meantime, if mobile is what I need to do just to kind of get that experience and start to get some money and all of that, why not? If it's convenient enough, like I said, I will do it. That is not an issue for me. But yes, let me know, how do you guys handle those situations? For experienced notaries out there, for experienced signing agents out there, when you have a signer who's unsure about something, you can't contact the agency who gave you the documents, what do you typically do? I would love to know your opinions. I would love to know any opinions that you have about the situation that I just had. But as always, thank you for watching.